Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Chrome Analytic, and I understand that I haven't used my voice in a video for a while, but I decided to for this video for a change. But this video is about Nova's cherry barb, which isn't looking very well, so I'll just get the video up now. So as you can see now, it's looking very thin, it's not swimming very well. It's got, appears to be a hole in the head, so I'm just going to give my recommendations on how to treat it. So firstly, I'd recommend getting some good foods in. So if you want to treat them to it, live foods, I'd recommend frozen foods. Then get a smaller, like a plastic tub. So a good standard for a quarantine tub, I'd say, is 38 litres, which is 10 US gallons. And then just get a sponge filter, get some circle media from your main display, put it in there, and then start treating them for, it looks like a female actually, so then start treating this female cherry barb for about a month. Basically what's happening is the hole in the head, which is a parasitic infection, is just taking over her body, just taking away all the nutrients, so that's why she's just looking really thin and struggling to swim. And yeah, just try that, put in a sponge filter. That's always what I like to use for a quarantine tank. Get stock up on meds, etc. And then just do about a month quarantine period, and then over that time check on your other fish to see if there's nothing wrong with them. And once it's gone, this is my recommendation. I think normally hole in the head is caused by poor water quality. This could be due to the fact that the tank might be slightly overstocked, so maybe consider looking at a bigger filter. So for this size tank, I really like the All Pond Solutions Hang On Back 500. That's quite a quiet filter. It's only about £20. There's also the All Pond Solutions sort of like Boost EF canister. Let me just get the packaging now for you. What exactly is it called? So the EF 150 external filter. That might be a bit on the small side, but it comes with some free sponge, and I've just got one, and it's dead silent. I can't hear a thing running from it, but it might differ for you. But just consider looking at a larger filter. Personally, All Pond Solutions range works perfect well. You pay good amount for it. That's just my recommendation. Increase your filter capacity, and then maybe do more water changes. Just maybe add some floating plants on top, because they help suck up extra nutrients, etc. But just make sure you check on it and see if that's okay. But that's my recommendation. So just to summarise, frozen foods, want to get that cherry barb nice and healthy again. But once you feed it whilst it's in the plastic tub, quarantining by itself with a sponge filter. You don't have to do a sponge filter, but another filter which isn't from the main display tank, so you don't cross-contaminate it, get even more. And so I recommend a sponge, putting a little bit of cycle media in with it. If not, just do a water change, like a 10% water change every day. You're going to need an air pump for it, and then you're going to need your quarantine meds. So that could be, let me just get mine out. So methylene blue. I haven't got mine out for a while. I'd recommend using catappa leaves as well, so that release natural ones. White spot and fungus I use, fin rot and ulcers, and then just, I think, because hole in the head, just get an anti-parasite one. I'm currently using the Aquacare one, but not too expensive. And then also catappa leaves, because that will sort of releases tannins, and they contain almost like natural sort of medications as well. And also I use the Isha 2000, which treats fungus, fin rot, bacteria. But but you don't need too much to do it, and just don't worry, just keep an eye on the cherry barb, make sure that it's alright, keep on feeding it good food, make sure like not to skip, like maybe once a day, some bloodworms or frozen brine shrimp, maybe 2 teaspoons, and then just give the rest to your other fish. And then any leftover food that's left on the bottom, just water to change it out, and then I'm just trying to explain how to quarantine this fish, because I understand that like losing a fish to what I think is hole in the head. I did some research, could also be fish TB, but due to the fact that it's got like a white fungus sort of on its head, could be hole in the head. But if it is another fungus setting in, also treat for fungus, because that's another possibility. So a good one for that is methylene blue. That could be any brand sort of thing, but that's just my sort of rundown for what to use in this quarantine situation for this cherry barb, because I think that if you don't do it, this cherry barb's probably going to die. But just be careful with it, because I find some fish can find quarantine really stressful. Don't put any shrimp or anything in there, or invertebrates in there, because I think if you use methylene blue, it's contains copper, which is toxic for them. And also, just a general rule of thumb, every time you get new fish, quarantine. I used to not do it, then I got a outbreak of hole in the head in my 33 gallon, and then since then I've been quarantining, and I haven't lost fish because of it, but I've lost fish for other reasons. So my 16 gallon, the only fish I've lost is some of my coaches blue tetras to jumping. But I learnt my lesson, I put a lid on it. But hope this helped, hope you enjoyed. If anyone else is watching this, you'll be really confused, but basically I just said I'll help Nova out by making him a video for how to quarantine and look after a cherry barb, etc. But if anyone else that's watched this, thank you. I'll see you in the next video.